everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's project. In today's class we'll be learning this amazing travel bag. Okay, it's super big. It's a very big travel bag. Can you see how I'm struggling with it? It's very big. Okay, it can contain a lot of things. Okay, so if this is what you are searching for, please watch this video from beginning to the end. Do not skip any part of it because it's very easy and beginner friendly. I know you're going to like it. So this is how it's going to look at the end. It's going to look at the end of the class. It's having two pockets at the front. Okay, this is the main panel for our bag, and it's measuring 22 inches by 17 inches. You need two pieces for this. Okay, so after getting this, we're going to curve the upside, only the upside. Okay, and I'm using this round shape plate which the circumference is 10.5 inches. 10.5 inches. So I'm going to curve it. Okay, then I'll use it to trace the other parts. It's very easy and very interesting to make. Okay, after doing this is the result. Okay, after getting this result, I will now start working on my front panel, the front pocket. Okay, this one is measuring 9.5 inches by 10 inches. Then I split it by 2. I don't want to put the measurement because you can split your own can be like 2.5 inches or 2 inches depending on how you want it to be. So after that, I place my zipper as shown, good side of the zipper facing good side of the fabric. Then I stitch it straight. So after stitching it straight, I carry this other small one and I did the same thing too. After that, I insert my puller. So this is another panel which is measuring 12 inches by 14 inches. Okay, so after getting this, I'm going to fold it. I'm going to curve it. Okay, with this plate that is 7 inches circumference. So I'm going to curve it just as I did to the main panel. Okay, so after getting it being done, you can see the result is very easy. Is very beautiful. Okay, after that, I'll align it very well to ascertain my center. So just to find my center of my panel, this is the pocket panel. Okay, this is one of the pockets, the front pocket panel. Okay, after getting it, I'll now carry that other one. Then I'll also find the middle of this small front pocket. Okay, so after getting the small the middle of the small front pocket, I will just place it and sew it round all the four corners. Can you see the result? Is very beautiful. So after that, I will now carry my bias tape. I'm using a black bias tape. I'll now carry my bias tape. Then I'll fold it by 2. Then I'll place it as shown. Then I'll sew it round like this to this end. I'll sew it twice. Okay, for both sides. Can you see how beautiful it has started taking shape already? Then I also use my bias tape on this one. Can you see the beauty? So after that, I now place my logo and I sew it. Okay, after sewing the logo, I'll now carry one of the panel, the one that I want to use as my front panel. They are all the same measurements. You can use any panel. Then I'll also find the midpoint. After finding the midpoint, I'll now bring this front panel. I will align it very well and place it as shown. Can you see? So I will leave an opening of 8 inches. So from that middle line, I will mark 4 from this side and 4 from this side, leaving an opening of 8 inches. But it depending on you if you can leave more than that. Okay, but for me is okay, so that I will not miss any item in it. Okay, so that it can be a little bit close. Okay, can you see the result? Very easy, very beautiful. Okay, after this part is being done, this is the handle. It's measuring 20 inches and it's 2 pieces. You know, we are working on 2 panel, so whatsoever you do to this one in terms of the handle is the same thing. So after folding it to get the center, I now mark 3 inches from the center of towards each side, making 6. Okay, so this will enable me to fold it as shown. You understand? I'll just fold it as shown and stitch it at the edge of the from that point to this point where I mark with the chalk, so that the carrying of the holding of that bag will not be too stressful. One can just hold it with ease. Okay, so after that, I carry my panel. I also find the midpoint of my panel. So after getting the midpoint, from the center of the midpoint, I mark 4 inches for both sides. Okay, I mark 4 inches for both sides. Okay, after getting this mark being done, I now carry my handle. Can you see how I turn the handle? Then at the center of that 4 inches, that's where you are going to place your handle. The center of your handle, let it kiss the center of the 4-inch, and I sew it as shown. Can you see the two results? So after this part is being done, I carry my lining, then I cover it up. Okay, I cover it up with my lining. It's very easy and beginner friendly. So after this part is being done, I'm going to trim out the excess. After sewing it, I'll trim out the excess, then I'll start working on my gusset. Okay, it's very easy. Always pay attention and be patient with your work as a first trial. Okay, because if you are not patient and you are just in a haste to finish, you make up making a whole lot of errors and you get yourself losing it again, or the whole thing will be so tiring. Okay, this is the up gusset. This is the up gusset, which is measuring 34 inches by 7.5 1/4, 34 inches by 7 3/4. Okay, so this is the measurements for the up gusset. Okay, after getting the measurement with the lining, the panel with the lining, I will now fold it by 2, then I'll cut it at the middle. Okay, I'll cut it by 2. So after cutting it by 2, I will now sew it with the lining and the zipper. Can you see the cutting? Okay, after that, I will now carry my zipper, good side of the zipper facing good side of the fabric. Okay, so I will now carry the lining, good side of the lining facing good side of the fabric, then I will stitch it straight. Okay, to the end I will stitch it straight. So after stitching it straight, the result will be as this, like this. Then I will now cut out the excess lining and the excess zip clothes. So after cutting it, I'll now fold it, I'll now open it up, then I'll align it very well, arrange it very well, then I'll top stitch it. This material is a tapeter stock material. Okay, for those of you that are always asking which material did you use, so I will know. If you have watched to this point, you are not going to ask me, but if you did not watch to this point and you start asking, I will know that you did not actually watch much. You just saw it and you went ahead to download it and start asking questions. So after that, I will now sew the other parts by bringing the lining to lining, then fabric to fabric, then I will now sew it as shown. It's very easy and beginner friendly. Then I will attach 2 zip pullers to this. So after this part is being done, I'll now work on the down gusset. Can you see the down gusset is bigger than the up gusset? Okay, so now the down gusset is measuring 10 inches by 41 inches. Okay, it's down because from the down part of the back is wider while the upside is smaller. I know you are seeing all these kind of bags out there, so this is how to make it. So after getting this part being done, I'll now shape it a little so that it can align with this other up gusset. Okay, so I now shape it, slant it with 1.5 by 6 inches. Okay, 1.5 by 6 inches, but depending on how you want to slant it, maybe you don't want to slant it so deep, you can reduce the slanting. Okay, you can reduce that 6 inches to your preferable measurements. So after marking it, I'll just cut it out and then trace it to the other points also. So this is the result. So after that, I'll now carry my front panel, then I'll align it as shown, good fabric to fabric, and I'll bring the lining and I'll place it. I did not shape the lining. After sewing it, I'll shape the lining. Just watch and learn. Okay, so to my returning subscribers, I am seeing your handwork, I'm seeing your comments, I'm seeing your prayers. I love you so very much for always clicking on my videos, for always sticking around. For my new subscribers, or more, this last video really fetched me a lot of subscribers, and you have chose the right place, because in this place we give you back-to-back tutorial with the measurements, everything that you need. You don't need to struggle to get it. Okay, you just get it one hand bagam. So this is how we are sewing it. After that, I turn and top stitch. Can you see? So after top stitching, I'll repeat the same thing to this other edge. It's super easy. So to my new subscribers, you are welcome. To my new viewers, you are also welcome. If you have not subscribed and you have watched to this point, why not hit that subscribe button? Turn on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be among those that will be first to see the notification. Okay, so you can as well chat and ask my other subscribers how God has used this channel to be a blessing to a whole lot of them. Okay, so this is how you're going to sew it. You now stitch the other side. After stitching, you now trim out the excess. You see, I did not cut my lining, I sew it first, but you can as well cut your own. Okay, so this is it. After that, I'll now find my midpoint for the gusset and also for the panel. So it's very easy and beginner friendly. And please do not just watch and learn. If you have a little material, a little fabric, you can as well go and make a smaller type of this bag, because if you're just watching and you're not learning it, it's going to be difficult for you to just wake up one day and said you will do it. But if you are learning, if you are watching and you are practicing it, it's going to be perfect for you. That is my advice on this. So I'm going to sew it now, panel to gusset. I'm going to sew it notch side to notch side. Can you see the zipper side is attached to that side of the handle? Then I will just align it very well. Then I will now stitch it all round. Okay, I will stitch it all round. It's very easy and beginner friendly. Just follow it and you are not going to regret it at the end of the project. Okay, so always be patient. Do not be in a rush, especially if you are cutting. If you are cutting, always make sure that everything aligned, everything is accurate. If you need 10 by 10, let it be 10 by 10. If you need 14 by 14, let it be 14 by 14. Turn it the four square and then check it very well. If it pass with a little inch or little centimeter, go ahead and correct it. Okay, you can see there's another small excess here, so I also cut it out. Okay, I trim it out. If you don't have any excess, no problem. So after sewing, I'll now cover it up with my bias tape. Okay, after covering up with my bias tape, I will go ahead and carry the back panel and I will attach it also, sew it and cover it up with the bias tape. It's very easy and beginner friendly. This bag is super big. Why not start producing something like this in this season before the ember months will come, when people will start preparing to travel far and near, so that they can patronize you on travel bag. Okay, so this is our bag. We are turning it. Can you see how big and beautiful it has turned out to be? So why not go and try it and leave your comments down below. Okay, the number you are seeing on my on the screen is my WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp me, and see you in the next class. I know you can do it better. Bye for now.